I'm Colonel Garrett for the UN forces. Things are completely foobar and we are in serious danger of going home in little black plastic baggies. The North Koreans have staked out a fortified position and they're shelling the crap out of the base. We need help taking out the artillery pieces. How you do it, well, that's pretty much up to you. You know, there's a lot I don't know about you, mercenary. I'm gonna be interested to see how you measure up against our boys. But I don't like working with professional soldiers. Sometimes loyalties come into question. By the way, we know that the two clubs is personally overseeing the shelling, just in case you need a little extra motivation. Soldier, on behalf of all of us here, let me be the first one to say, all hail the mercenary. You bail us out of a tight one tonight, and I won't forget it. Oh, don't give me that sir bull. You're not one of my men. Hell, after tonight, you can call me Sam. Don't give me that sir nonsense. You're not one of my men. Hell, after tonight, you can call me Sam. Just don't let anyone hear you. Listen, why don't you stay here for the night? We got a plush cotto laid out for you. Lord knows you've earned yourself a good night of sleep. Morning, soldier. Thanks again for the help last night. Without you, I don't even know if we'd be having this conversation. The Major here wants to send you right out on another contract for us, and you can do that if you want. Or you can call this man. He's a contact of ours with the South Korean faction. I know they'll have plenty of leads for you on our deck of 52. And I know you're just as interested as I am in nailing every last one of those bastards. How you do it, well, that's pretty much up to you. Now that you've got your feet wet with a contract or two, it's time to see what you're really made of. I'm gonna be interested to see how you measure up against our boys. X-Ops tells me that you can fly a chopper. I'm gonna take that as gospel. Mostly since all my pilots are otherwise engaged and I need someone to provide some much-needed air transport duties. If that someone is you, Major Howard here can bring you up to speed on the rest of the contract. I got a lot of troops out there waiting for a ride, soldier. Welcome back, soldier. You're making quite a name for yourself out there. Keep it up and we might have to find a spot for you in Allied Command. We're meeting fierce opposition from some remnants of Song's army. They're being reinforced by troops coming out of their underground tunnel network. We gotta get these tunnel outlets closed off, which means we also need someone on the ground, acting as eyes and ears for our bunker busters. Feeling up to the task? Good, Major Howard can fill you in on the details. Our numbers are dwindling, soldier. Every second counts. Deng Huangbo, head of Division 39, and our ace of clubs is based somewhere in the vicinity of Song Tower. I want you to get him so I can have a nice press conference and say, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Huangbo uses a GPS transmitter to coordinate the division's operations. If you can destroy the jammers in the area, we can triangulate him for you. Major Howard's got the rest of the details if you want to sign up for this one. I'm sorry, soldier. Did I forget to mention Huangbo's the ace of clubs? We've got a reporter who needs an escort to sites in the area, but our hands are full at the moment. All right, I know this isn't the kind of action you signed up for, but think of it as a personal favor to me. And who knows, maybe there'll be some excitement along the way. Speak with Major Howard about the rest. Unless, of course, this contract feels a little too rugged for you. You familiar with the term deadline, soldier? You're just in time. One of our Blackhawks was brought down in enemy territory. Anti-air defenses are preventing us from extracting the survivors. It's a situation best suited for a single soldier, and that's you. Penetrate behind enemy lines and get our boys back home safely. We'll also throw in a bonus if you take out those anti-air units. We don't want this scenario to happen again anytime soon. All right, if you're up for the challenge, talk to the Major and he'll bring you up to speed on the situation. Let's go, soldier. I got men down in enemy territory, for Christ's sakes. We've intercepted a North Korean communique. They're advancing on an unidentified Allied target with one of their tank battalions. Now we've identified an NK officer in the area who knows which one exactly. Get him. Find out where the tank battalion is headed and stop it in its tracks. Howard here will give you the details. We don't have all day. Find out where those tanks are going before it's too late. Got another ace contract for you, soldier, if you're up to it. We've tracked General Chin Chang to the Kirando Islands just off the coast. Bastards set up a test site there for Song's chemical weapons. We want these islands infiltrated and the testing facilities incapacitated, and we want the Ace of Diamonds, preferably alive, if you can manage it. Major Howard will give you the details. Try not to get distracted, soldier. Hey, now there's a sight for these sore old eyes. I was just telling the Major we wouldn't get anything done around here without you. Recent intel's tagged several buildings in the area being used to assemble nuclear weaponry. You need to escort our inspectors to the site so they can verify these reports. The safety of these inspectors is vital if we're going to bring down North Korea's nuclear program. Major Howard has all the details. Those inspectors are waiting, soldier. One of our mass units is set up in the tenement ruins to the north. We need to resupply them with vaccines, but NK and Chinese skirmishing has cut off the whole area. One man might be able to get in. You. Get the aid to that mass unit and try not to kill any civilians. Speak with Major Howard if you think you can help us out. Some of those refugees are dying, soldier. We've intercepted North Korean transmissions detailing an impending attack on the Yongbyon nuclear complex. Real bad news since we've got inspectors on the ground there, near the reactors, and they've been gathering invaluable intel. Bottom line, we need more support at that complex so we can get the inspectors out of the area. Let Major Howard know if you're willing to jump in on this one. You won't leave those inspectors hanging, right, soldier? Based on a number of very reliable sources, we've uncovered the existence of a secret nuclear reactor complex. This is our best connection yet to the Ace of Hearts, General 𝚙𝚘𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚎. I need you to infiltrate the complex and find the ace. We're getting very close now, soldier. Major Howard has everything else you'll need. God damn, if the Ace of Hearts doesn't light a fire under your ass, I don't know what will. Hey, soldier, welcome back. We were actually beginning to miss you around here. As you know, the situation has changed drastically in the last 48 hours. We now have the enemy on the run, and we aim to keep him running. What we'd like you to do is recon a few sites and report back any North Korean positions you find. Our chopper will be at your disposal. The Major has the rest of the info. This one should be a walk in the park, soldier. What are you waiting for? We've been catching a lot of flack lately in the press, and it's starting to compromise my ability to fight this war. I don't get some good headlines, and soon we don't have a chance of coming out ahead in this thing. With journalists seeing you capturing NK troops, that should give us a positive spin we desperately need around here. And soldier, capture means capture, not kill. Press don't take kindly to assassinations. Major Howard will fill you in on the rest. Let's go, soldier. You got some news to make. Holy hell, how did you make it through that shell storm outside? Never mind. Things are completely foobar and we are in serious danger of going home in little black plastic baggies. I want you to take out those North Korean artillery pieces now. I will pay you whatever it takes. I do not intend the UN HQ to be flattened by a bunch of punk NK mortar goons. And one more thing. You nail those guns and you're likely to find yourself the two of clubs. He's in charge of this bombardment, the bastard. That was grade A work. Just fantastic. Wish all my soldiers had your kind of guts and battle smarts. But I'm not kidding myself about your intentions. You're here for the money, not altruism, and that's fine. Just let me remind you, we can help each other. We get General Song, and that's a cool 100 million in your bank account, and a nice bullet point on my resume. Personally, I'd rather take the 100 million, but that's another story. You know, there's a lot I don't know about you, mercenary. You're good, and I appreciate that. But I don't like working with professional soldiers. Sometimes loyalties come into question. I don't mind telling you, I've been thinking about Song's nuclear weapons program, and it isn't helping my ulcer. The closer we get to shutting him down, the better I'm gonna feel. Ooh, I'm starting to run out of antacid tabs. But listen, your timing's right on, soldier. NK elite troops have taken Kusong and cut us off from our mass unit across the river. We can't wait for reinforcements to take Kusong back. It's up to you. Take out the North Korean elites, and if you can help out some of the civilians caught in the middle, there's a bonus in it for you. Major Howard will let you know where you're needed most. On your horse, soldier! The base is under attack! That thing's been busted for a week. Thanks for the quarter, though. Hey, don't go busting that up. Cost us $6 grand. Actually. Hey, Howard. You think we can bill X-Ops for a new machine? Are you messing with my coffee? Don't make me come over there. Ah, damn it. Howard, charge X-Ops $5.50 for that cup of coffee. Yeah, go ahead, take it for a spin. My wife bought that thing for me and I never use it. Of course, I don't tell her that. What the hell are you looking for? Ah, those are my fish. That's Solomon, Abraxas, and Marshmallow. My wife named that last one. That's our semi-permanent interactive display interface. Cost us $8,000. The pens and eraser were extra. Hey, turn that back on. We monitor a North Korean waste disposal facility on that thing. On second thought, leave it off. The mastermind of this coup, General Song, continues to thwart our best efforts to capture him. His forces are stubborn and determined, while our resources are drained and our options limited. The other forces at work, the other factions in this godforsaken mess have their own agendas, their own plans for the area. Which is why we must turn to executive operations to provide independent agents, soldiers of fortune, mercenaries. The mastermind of the coup, the president's son, General Song, our most wanted bounty in the deck, has eluded us again and again. His forces are stubborn and our resources and options are drained. The other forces at work, other factions, other players in this godforsaken mess will not budge either. Which is why we have called upon your executive operations, your soldiers of fortune, your mercenaries. He's more than just a general, sir. Kang's in charge of Song's nuclear program. General 𝚙𝚘𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚌𝚎. No, sir, I did not make it up. I already spoke with administrative. Excuse me, sir, I have an important report coming in. Thank God, I was wondering when you'd get here. I don't mind saying, I'm dependent on you now to get things done. Our inspectors are bugging the hell out of me to check out some sites in the area they think are being used to build Song's nukes. Of course, I've been trying to get clearance for the past 2 days. Now help me out here. Take the inspectors to the sites, make sure they don't get shot, and you'll be my new best friend. I know it's not the glamorous action hero stuff you signed up for, but the pay's good. It's probably foolish to hope they'll come back and tell me there's no way Song could have any nukes. I tell you, I'm getting pretty sick of HQ's on-hold music. You've done a lot of work for me. Lots of crap I couldn't get done otherwise. Wish I had a more exciting contract for you, but the pay's good either way. We've been bringing medical supplies to the civilian refugees in the tenement ruins to the northeast. Now the ministers in Beijing are afraid they'll try to cross the border and become China's problem, so they've ordered Colonel Peng to seal the whole area off. I need you to get in there and deliver our supplies to the civilians. It's a humanitarian mission. I hope there's room for that sort of thing in your personal worldview. Some of those refugees are dying, soldier, and no civilian casualties. I don't care what happens to Peng's men. Welcome back, Merc. I got a simple delivery job for you. Unfortunately, the Chinese are planning on complicating it. The Ace of Hearts General 𝚙𝚘𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚎 had his men capture some of my inspectors. Now they're trying to ransom them back to me. If I have to wait for approval before I can go after those men, Kang will get the time he needs to finish Song's nukes, and those inspectors will be dead. I tell you, I'm pretty fed up with having inspectors crawling around here like root weevils. Kang's men took out the escort I sent with him, and those were my boys. Feel free to be extra indiscriminate with your ordnance. You won't leave those inspectors hanging, right, soldier? This is the man I've been waiting for. If anyone's going to get my boys back, it's you. This is the woman I've been waiting for. If anyone's gonna get my boys back, it's you. And the only thing that matters to me right now is Kang. Thanks to the work you did in the field, we've narrowed down Kang's location to a secret nuclear complex. It's where they're putting together Song's nukes, so there's a chance Song's there. Now, our intel indicates Kang has no idea we've discovered this location, so the whole place will be wide open. Best get a move on before he starts locking down the place. Kang's an experienced commander. Give him enough time and he'll fortify that base so well a mouse couldn't get in. Song's running out of places to hide, and that makes me happy. Kang's out there getting ready to slaughter millions of innocent people. What in hell are you waiting for? You've gathered enough intel to convince me it's time to go after the Ace of Hearts. General 𝚙𝚘𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚎. Yeah, but what if he ain't? Kim could do a lot of good for this country if we can find him. Finally. We're getting close to Song now, and I was starting to think we'd have to do it without you. All hell's breaking loose out there, and I'm spending half my time on the phone with Peng and Buford, and the other half trying to get action clearance from Allied Command. Doesn't help that I got men selling scrap to the Russian mob. I need someone in the field now, reconnoitering NK positions. I got a nice shiny chopper waiting for you, if you're in. This one should be a walk in the park, soldier. Now what are you waiting for? Just don't sell that copter to the Russian mob. On second thought, might not be a bad idea. Give me a good reason to kill that scheming cockroach. Chance? Knowing the two of them, I guarantee it. Hell, let the Chinese and SK go at it. I just want to get Song and get out of here. Look, I got a bunch of GSRN reporters bugging the hell out of me to get more footage of this and more coverage of that. I can't tell them to go to hell, but I can pay you to get them out of my hair. The money's good, and either they'll get what they want and leave me alone, or spending time with you'll prove unpleasant enough to teach them a lesson. I'm not saying you're unpleasant to be around, but maybe I should add soap to the list of things you can have delivered in the field. Of course, if they assign that Livingston woman to you, might have to do the job myself. Let's go, soldier. You got some news to make. Hey, Merc. I knew you'd be coming back here looking for another contract. In fact, I've been counting on it. I got men running all over this country, delivering aid to the civilians, and Song's decided to take advantage of their absence. His men are infiltrating Kusong, acting as spotters for the artillery. They'd love to take this city down and my HQ with it. But Song ain't counting on you, is he? Now get out there and stop him from knocking my office down. On your horse, Merc, this base is under attack. Song's not stupid, forcing me to choose between stopping him and helping the civilians. Smart man. He'll kill civilians, too. Don't think he won't. Killed his own father. He's one ruthless bastard. This one's personal, Merc. Got a real problem with Song and his boys, and I need you to save my bacon. This is the big show, soldier. There's only one thing between us and total victory in this theater, and that's Song. He's holed up in a fortified mountain complex north of here. We can't get a fix on his exact location, but there's been a lot of activity near an old jail facility nearby. Now check it out. If Song's not there, you may be able to find out where he went. Almost wish I could be out there in your place. Chance to corner that murderous thug myself. Be worth the court-martial I'd face when I got back. God only knows what's gonna happen to this country and its poor people once we leave. You waiting for a better offer? Get the hell out there! Good news, you're cleared for Song. I'll give you the details inside. Let Peng worry about South Korean ambitions. I just want to get Song and get out of here before any more of my men get killed. Okay, here's the Merc. I was wondering when I'd see you again. I got a whole stack of crap I can't get done right now, so I'm dependent on you. Major Howard says you ex-ops contractors are trained pilots. Well, I need to airlift some reinforcements, but I can't get approval for a single Allied pilot. Now, if you're willing to help out, you'll be well paid, and I'll be off the hook. I got a lot of troops out there waiting for a ride, soldier. I did mention you'll be well paid, right? Top brass tend to turn a blind eye to private contractors. Makes my life a lot easier. I have no comment at this time. No, ma'am. General Song's status hasn't changed. Miss Livingston, when I know something, you'll be the first I tell. Now that's not a very ladylike thing to say, is it? Song's army's being reinforced by troops coming out of their underground tunnel network. Now we need someone on the ground acting as eyes and ears for our smart bombs. If you can find Song's tunnels, our airstrikes will blast them to kingdom come. Those tunnels let Song's men move where they want and strike where they want. Without your help, I won't have much of an army left. Most of the HVTs use the tunnels to get around. Good chance you'll run into some of them out there. You trying to test my patience, Merc? Back for more, huh? Takes a lot of cash to go after bad guys solo, I guess. I don't mind giving you work, that's for sure. Yeah, and we're about to spend a lot of cash taking him out. Oh, thanks to the intel you gathered, we now know the ace of clubs, Deng Wang Bo, head of Division 39, is based somewhere in the vicinity of Song Tower. Wang Bo's using GPS jammers to blind our satellites. This may mean Song's nearby, too. If you can destroy the jammers, we'll locate Wang Bo, and you can bag him. Maybe get Song, too. Then we can all go home, huh? I thought President Kim was a good guy. Why the hell would he let someone like Wang Bo work for him? Wang Bo's a very successful businessman. Probably wears a suit. I can see why you'd be afraid of him. You take care of this for me, I can finally throw that GSRN reporter a bone and get her off my back. Hey, Merc. Glad you could make it. We're ready to clear you for your first ace contract. Try to keep the casualties down. If you can. I've cleared you for your first ace contract. Come on in and I'll give you the details. Now, the clubs were easy. Businessmen. Now, General Chang's forces are experienced troops, some of Song's best. Hey there, mercenary. I gotta admit I was wrong about you. Okay, so you make a mess, but if that's what it takes, it's a price I'm willing to pay. We've got a reporter who needs an escort to sites in the area, but our hands are full at the moment. I know this isn't the kind of action you signed up for, but think of it as a personal favor to me. And who knows? Maybe there'll be some excitement along the way, huh? When I said personal favor, I didn't mean you wouldn't get paid. You did damn good with the Ace of Clubs, Merc. You hurry up with this and we'll have Song in no time. You familiar with the term deadline, soldier? We recently lost contact with one of our planes over Hook Day Moon. They were taking every fire and had to ditch. We've got limited time to locate the downed aircraft and safely extract any survivors. If I have to wait for clearance, those men will die. Hook Day Moon's Korean for Black Gate, and you'll know why if you see it. The structure's General Chang's most heavily defended fortress. You watch yourself around there. Let's go, soldier. I've got men down in enemy territory. I knew we'd be seeing you again. In fact, I was counting on it. We're holding one of General Chang's men in an interrogation facility north of here. Now, it's basically a tent. This guy probably knows where Chang is, so of course Chang sent an armored battalion to destroy the facility and everyone in it. Stop those tanks and we've got a fighting chance of finding the Ace of Diamonds. We're holding one of General Chang's men in a command post west of here. This guy probably knows where Chang is, so of course Chang sent an armored battalion to destroy the facility and everyone in it. You stop those tanks, and we've got a fighting chance of finding the Ace of Diamonds. Chang's desperate to stop us from breaking his man, and he'll do anything to prevent us from learning what he knows. Well, wish I could get Buford to help us out, but that man's got some kind of grudge against the Chinese. Doesn't seem to care much about the North Koreans. We don't have all day. The NK are on the move. Things are starting to heat up, Merc. I'll be relying on you more and more, which means more money for you. Starting with this. I don't care what they're denying. You tell that Russian thug he doesn't return that chopper, I'll bring down so much... Never mind. I got bigger fish to fry. You've taken out most of Chang's men and brought us some good intel. We're pretty sure we know where Chang is now. And since he's Song's best commander, there's a good chance Song is there too. And we've located the construction site for Chang's supergun. This is a gun that can fire radioactive shells far enough to hit Tokyo. The whole area is bathed in radiation, and pretty soon, big chunks of South Korea and Japan will be the same way. Now, I don't need to tell you why I'm not waiting for authorization. You get your ass out there and stop General Chang. If you find Song, well, you know what to do. The longer you wait, the closer Song comes to finishing his nuclear arsenal. Bad enough I got Peng and Buford out there posturing and positioning. Now I got a mercenary who wants to admire the scenery. You still here? I said get your ass out there. We ain't paying you enough. Knew we'd see you once this ace contract opened up. Ace of Diamonds, General Chang. I got your clearance for the Ace of Diamonds. General Chang runs Song's weapons testing. I just want you to explain to me why we're still getting the crap shelled out of us. And I don't want to hear the words authorization, approval, clearance, or in... Now who the hell is this? A merc? You don't think I got enough problems? Get out of here. I don't need the two of... No. How did you know that Jinho Young was commanding that artillery? All right, we'll give it a shot. You stop that artillery, verify the two clubs, and maybe we can do business together. Major Howard here will give you some intel. Oh, and one last thing. Don't you ever interrupt me again. Not bad. Maybe I was wrong about you. And I sure as hell don't mind the opportunity to get something done around here without wading through a sea of red tape. I may rely on you in the future. How's that sound? I'm Colonel Samuel Garrett, commander of Allied forces in the area. This is Major Stephen Howard. I know you're here for the deck of 52. Now, most of them are open bounties, but the aces, you need special clearance from us to go after them. You bring me enough intel, I'll get you that clearance. Okay. I'm Colonel Samuel Garrett, commander of Allied forces in the area. This is Major Stephen Howard. I know you're here for the deck of 52. Now, most of them are open bounties, but the aces, you need special clearance from us to go after them. You bring me enough intel, I'll get you that clearance. Speaking of which, you'll want to talk to the man advising South Korean forces in the area. Company man called Buford. He knows more about what's going on around here than, well, hell, he knows more than he's telling, that's all I'll say. Probably already knows where Song is, the bastard. Now get out of here. I got work to do, come on. Howard, will you get this merc out of here before one of those GSRN reporters shows up? Don't just stand there, merc. Song's out there with those nukes. Lives are on the line. That report on Wangbo's whereabouts was a dead end, Major. Too bad there isn't someone we can rely on to go in the field and get hard intel.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Hey, Kim, somebody around here call for the cavalry? Oh, hell, what's your problem anyway? You haven't been here long enough to change your clothes. You're already pissing me off. Here's the deal. Song is ours. Almost. Trouble is, the North Koreans are gearing up to make one last push. We might be able to hold them off, but it'd be a whole lot easier with an experienced mercenary helping us out. If you want the job, you talk to Lieutenant Kim there. He can fill you in on all the specifics. Of course, if you want out, there's the door. Not in my nature to force a person to do something they don't want to. Sometime today'd be real nice. Well, hey now, I'm hearing some good things about you out there. Like the man once said, war's too serious to be left to the military. So far, so decent. At least as far as I'm concerned. You haven't screwed up too bad yet, so you got that going for you. Okay, you're officially on my list now. Keep up the bad work, there might not be any work at all. A few of our spies are being held by the Chinese at Pyongyang Airport. Unfortunately, extraction experts are in short supply at the moment. The kind of experts who know how to tread lightly, and maybe while they're at it, snap a few pictures of the occupation forces. Talk to Kim here if you know anyone who fits that bill. You're pretty easily distracted, aren't you? The Chinese have the airfield at Pyongyang, but we want the airfield at Incheon. A North Korean by the name of Choi runs a slave ring out of there, so I propose a trade. You secure me that airport, and I will give you the location of Choi, a.k.a. the King of Clubs. Could be some extracurricular work involved here, too. Let Kim know if you're interested. A slave ring? Boy, these North Korean generals really are a sweet group of guys. The name is Buford. Agent Buford. I've been stuck in this hellhole, no offense, Kim, the past 6 months trying to help the South Koreans who can't find their ass with both hands. No offense, Kim. I'm their advisor. South Koreans want all this territory for themselves. The Chinese and the Mafia thinks otherwise. And the UN, well, pardon me, but who the hell cares what the UN wants? I know what I want, and that's for someone else to sort this mess out for me. That's where you come in. And hey, watch yourself around those Chinese and Russian thugs. It's all about territory here, and I'm the only man you can trust. And hey, watch yourself around those Russian and Chinese sumbitches. It's all about territory here, and I am the only man you can trust. Hey, look who's back, Kim. It's everybody's favorite mercenary. Keep this up, I just might find a spot for you in the agency. Hey, Kim, look who's back for more work. Yeah, you are persistent, I'll give you that much. Well, well, look who's back, Kim. The prodigal mercenary. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today, or you can be sure I wouldn't be welcoming you back with open arms. It's like this. We don't find a way to slow the Chinese down, they'll take over the whole place and we'll be SOL. I need someone to drive down to Nampo and blow up their entire fuel depot. That means every truck, every tank, and that big old refinery they got. If there's some collateral damage along the way, well, that's just the price you gotta pay sometime. Talk to Kim if you're up for the job. Oh, I'm sorry, were you waiting for a formal invitation? Damn! One of my stealth fighters was hit by AA while doing recon over China. The pilot ditched his plane without hitting the self-destruct, and now they're somewhere behind 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚎𝚘. I gotta find a way to get our man out and blow up that plane before the Chinese get their hands on it. One of my stealth fighters was hit by AA while doing recon over China. The pilot ditched his plane somewhere behind 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚅. I've gotta find a way to get our man out and blow up that plane before the Chinese get their hands on it. Kim can fill you in on the rest. You always this methodical when someone's life is on the line? Colonel G. Ann, your Jack of Diamonds, if I'm not mistaken. He's holed up in a mountain fortress, shelling this whole area with heavy artillery. And now he's got a gun that can hit Seoul. Stop that bastard from blasting the whole capital into oblivion, and he's yours on a platter. If you're in, Kim will make sure every airstrike we got is at your disposal. Seoul's under attack as we speak. Now get your button gear.
All right, boys. Pull back. We can't take any more losses.
Hey there, soldier. Good to see a friendly face around here. Pleasure. Before business? Back for more, huh? Well, we got us another gig, assuming you're interested. You gotta be kidding me. I ought to kick your ass from here to Kaesong, you know that? Surveillance crew got caught with their pants down by some mafia mooks, and they stole one of our top-secret electronic warfare KIFVs. Now, we can't abide another Hainan Island-type incident, so you may use any means necessary to keep that technology out of the enemy's hands. You see my boy Kim here if you're ready to do the job. Was there something else we could do for you? Damn if them Chinese haven't gone and sealed us off from our troops up north. Those boys don't stand a chance unless we take out the roadblocks from here to 𝚎𝚎𝚗𝚎𝚘. And by we, I mean you. So speak with the lieutenant and he'll fill you in further. What do you want, a formal invitation? Word has it the chemical plant in Cheongju is vulnerable to attack. It goes down, we put a huge dent in Song's nuclear program. And the man running the whole joint? Name's Colonel Jong Namgung. That's right, the Queen of Hearts. I'm telling you, we got ourselves one hell of an opportunity here, but we gotta move fast. Like yesterday fast. Talk to Kim if you're feeling especially motivated. Exactly what part of yesterday did you not understand, soldier? Welcome back, soldier. Things have been heating up around here, and you're just who we need to cool them down. Still looking for action, huh? Guess some people just never get their fill of war. Damn. Didn't think we'd see you again. I swear I feel dirtier just looking at you. Now that we're going toe-to-toe with the Chinese, they're combing their ranks for our moles, and I'm especially worried about an agent of ours in Dandong. I want him pulled out of there before he's exposed and his mission compromised. Kim will give you the rest of the details. It'd be a real shame if anything happened to that agent while you were still twiddling your thumbs back here. We got a whole mess of Chinese bunched up on the far side of the 𝚎𝚎𝚗𝚎𝚗 Bridge. They're just itching to unleash fresh hell on our side of the bridge. Of course, if that bridge didn't exist, I mean if something tragic and unforeseen were to happen to it, that'd put a severe crimp in the Chinese offensive. The lieutenant will give you the rest of the drill. Oh, for crying out loud, what the hell is so fascinating about this briefing room? Konin doje jesha nakwa koge karsopsa. Kudigo yune pang yuga, chokto and handedo. CBU Quishibo, Gatyonyangwa Keso Trukuya. We got the director of Song's missile program pinned down in a nuclear facility. His name's General Yun, but you probably know him better as the King of Spades. You see where I'm going with this? I give you the King's location. You take out enough of his ground forces so I can call in my air battalion. That sounds like a good deal to you. Talk to Kim and he'll fill you in on the rest. Time's a-wasting, soldier. The king ain't out there whistling Dixie, you know. Oh, my lord, what are you, 8? That's some expensive equipment. You break it, you bought it. You trying to be funny? Do not play with live ordnance. Hey, you want one of those? You gotta pay for it. Nice though, huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, you know I've killed people smarter and tougher than you for rifling through my filing cabinets. That'll teach you. That's a high-energy radio transmitter. You could fry an egg on that thing. That's my radio. You can listen to both kinds of music, country and western. What do you think this is, a damn discotheque? Here's the ace up my sleeve. I hope you like being rich, because I got another sweet contract for you. Hey, pull up a chair. Got another contract for you. You must think you're pretty badass killing so many of my men and then strolling in here looking for work. Keep it up and I will personally shoot you dead. In the meantime, surveillance crew got caught with their pants down by some mafia mooks and, they stole one of our top-secret electronic warfare KIFVs. Now, we can't abide another Hainan Island-type incident, so you may use any means necessary to keep that technology out of the enemy's hands. I'd prefer it if you brought it back, but if you gotta blow it up, I can deal with that. Those Russian bastards crawl around like dung beetles, buying and selling anything that ain't nailed down. Gotta be a way to get that Sergei fellow working for me. That's presuming that KGB assassin they got spying on him don't shoot him first. Will you get the hell out there and get my KIFV back? Hudiga, kilmagidzider, kongyo kaikoda, pak. No nun, kokchungar anetote, no ye kundenen, my long gime. That Chinese fella, Peng, set up a bunch of roadblocks between here and Xinyuiju. They're stopping Park's men from getting aid to the northern cousins, and I need someone to clear those roadblocks for me and teach my buddy Peng a lesson at the same time, if you get my meaning. Bad enough trying to get anything done around here with Song and his armful of nukes. Now I got Peng breathing down my neck. I can't wait till Peng gets a load of you. Thinks he can manipulate me into attacking him? Screw him. Who do you think he's dealing with? Listen, I got men waiting to move into the north. Why don't you get off your ass and go wipe out some of those Chinese troops for me? There's this processing plant in Zhongju that has certain tactical value to Park and his men. I promised him you'd wait in there and take out the main facility so his men could secure the area. Now, he asked me why you'd do such a thing, and apart from the obvious reason that I'm paying you a ton of money, the place is a chemical weapons facility run by Queen of Hearts, Colonel Zhang Nemgung. Figured that'd motivate you. I wouldn't worry about the chemical weapons. The place hadn't been used in months. Song's been pouring all his money into nukes. Of course, chemical weapons or not, Nemgung is one ornery dude. Now, you watch your back. I got plans for you. You can take as long as you want. No skin off my nose. I was wondering when you'd get here. Thought I'd have to play my final hand without you. Hey there. If you need some more cash, I got another contract for you. Man, I ought to kick your ass from here to Seoul. I'm trying to do something here and achieve something, and I will not let you get in the way. Now, this is your last second chance, believe it. In case you hadn't noticed, me and Colonel Peng gonna have ourselves a little war here over who gets to control North Korea. I've got a friend in Dandong who, oh, what the hell, he's one of my spies. He's in deep cover in Dandong and can't get out without help. Simple contract. Go into Dandong and bring him out. What's in it for Peng? That's what I want to know. I've been working on this for 30 years. But him? The boys in Langley can go to hell, too. Desk jockeys ain't never had the opportunity to make a real difference. You best get out there. Chinese are combing their ranks looking for my mole. You can't imagine how pissed off I'll be if they find him while you were screwing around in here. Yigon Chanchenia Park. 인간의 미래를 위한 정책, 북한도 없고 남한도 없어. 항민족, 한나라, 내가 바로 이걸 다 행할 사람이야. It occurs to me that if there wasn't a bridge between China and North Korea, Peng would find it difficult to keep pouring troops into my country. It occurs to me that you could blow that bridge into oblivion. It occurs to me that you're still here instead of out there earning some money and blowing up some infrastructure. Peng's got one hell of a surprise coming when he tries to roll his tanks across a bridge what ain't there. Once that bridge is gone, figure that's Peng out of my hair. Then we just gotta hunt down Song. The game's over. Oh, for crying out loud, what the hell is so fascinating about this briefing room? We got the director of Song's missile program pinned down at a nuclear complex. His name's General Yun, but you'd probably know him better as the King of Spades. We're not exactly sure which one of the sub-facilities he's at, but I figure you blow up enough crap, he'll make a break for it. Yun might know where Song is. God, I hope so. The sooner you find him, the sooner the AN gets out of here and the Koreans can start rebuilding their country. No one will ever know how much of this was the work of one ex-CIA agent. But I'll know. You've done a hell of a job, by the way. Didn't figure you'd make it this far. You are one hell of a good investment. Korea owes part of its freedom to you. Good luck out there. 좋아서 우리 손 따라피지 않고도 이 일을 완수할 수 있겠어. Hey, how you doing? This is Major Park. He's a commander of South Korean forces in the area. My name's Buford. I've been the company's man in Seoul for 30 years. I'm here to make sure North Korea don't end up the smallest province in the People's Republic. Problem is, Langley didn't exactly supply me with a lot of personnel. Cash, I got. You'll get paid and then some. And we got some nifty toys. Now, if you're willing to do some simple grunt work for me, I'll treat you right. First things first. Song's men are eager to take back this city. So far, Park's troops have kept him at bay. But Song is stepping up his offensive, and I don't want to lose Kusong this early in the game, so if you're up to it, I'm going to pay you to be Park's reinforcement. An army of one, so to speak. If you're interested, Major Park here will give you all the details. We got all sorts of sweet air support. We got a C-130 so full of shells and ordnance, things like one of those Star Destroyers from that space movie. Are you waiting for something? Park's men are dying while we're sitting here. If I lose Kusong because you were screwing around in here, I swear I will personally make sure you never work for a PMC again. All right, here's the man. Got me Kusong, kept me in the game. Let's talk turkey. Hey there, good to see you. Pull up a chair. I got another job for you. You know, I don't need to use you, right? I got lots of options. You keep getting Park's men killed, and you'll be back to babysitting reporters for the AN. But right now, the Chinese have taken Pyongyang Airport. Now, that pisses me off for a whole mess of reasons, but before I do anything about it, I need someone to go in and extract a member of my staff they're holding for questioning. Guy's got a head full of intel, and the last thing I need is the Chinese sweating it out of him. A lot of people want a slice of the DPRK's pie. Well, they gotta get in line. Seen some guys driving around here trying to pass themselves off as Korean civilians? 20 years with a company and they think I can't recognize Chinese covert action staff when I see them? Are you done scratching your ass? Get the hell out of here. Peng, ani nankuga, dubuenji, ara, charara. Lee Choi runs his rackets out of Incheon, a city I got my eyes on. Unfortunately, it's pretty obvious to everyone involved that we're planning on moving in, and Choi is getting ready to hightail it out of there. You get your ass in there, bag him for yourself before he splits. And any of Song's men you happen to annihilate on the way in just makes my job easier. Some of those prisoners are women and children. Ain't you got a heart? Choi is Deng Huangbo's right-hand man. You bag him, you probably get a direct line to the ace of clubs. Presuming that overgrown Boy Scout Garrett gives you permission. Either take the contract or get the hell out of my office. I have no idea. No, Mr. Garrett, I'm sorry, Colonel Garrett. I assure you the CIA has no ambitions in this theater. Well, I can't speak for the South Koreans, of course. Will you excuse me, please? I have an important report coming in. Well, now, my secret weapon. Hope you like the money we've been paying you, 'cause I got a ton more where that came from. Starting with this. I was wondering when you'd get here. Got a nice, juicy contract all lined up for you. Listen to me, damn it. You get any more of my men killed, and you won't be able to set foot in Kusong without getting turned into hamburger. Are we clear? Good. Now then, we don't find a way to slow the Chinese down, they'll take Pyongyang and I'll have to fold. I need someone to drive down to Nampo and blow up their entire fuel depot. That means every truck, every tank, and that big refinery they got. Peng thinks I'm going to sit here and let him roll right on over this whole place. He's got another thing coming. He knows what he's doing, though. I'll give him that. Beijing sent the right guy for the job, I reckon. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you waiting for an engraved invitation? Soin Soyangol Shirohe. Namani Seyang Shigengol Chongma Shirohe. Gurigo Tokata Nidi Inaredo Singikaba To Shirohe. Kuninko Bakyuye Amona Chugirakoya. One of my planes was hit by NK anti-aircraft over Hook Day Moon. He ditched, somewhere behind the Black Gate. If you can get behind North Korea's most fortified position, get my man out, and turn that fighter into scrap before Song gets his hands on it, you will be my new best friend. Song would love to take that plane apart and sell its secrets to the highest bidder. Wish to hell that pilot had gotten his plane a few thousand yards south. But you play the hand you're dealt. You always this methodical when someone's life is on the line? Park. Surchiki marheso, CIA, erte hesongin, sangwandoane. Colonel Jian, the Jack of Diamonds, is holed up in a mountain fortress shelling this whole area with heavy artillery. He's got a gun aimed at Seoul he's been dying to use, and since his master Song has got the AN all tied up, he's decided now's as good a time as any to murder tens of thousands of civilians. Need I say more? I hear they're building an even bigger gun, a super gun. Fires radioactive shells, just what I need. Normally, I wouldn't care about a city getting bombed, but I put 30 years into this place, and I'm not going to sit here and watch some thug blow the hell out of it. You hear that? That was the sound of another 100,000 people dying because you were screwing around in here.
Okay, so you're the mercenary, huh? Well, let's see if we can't get some business done. Damn, you've got a lot of guts coming in here after messing with my people. You crazy? Or stupid, mercenary? Listen good, mercenary. Those are my people you've been messing with. You want to do business with me? You better learn to show a lot more respect. We are going to start you off easy. See what you are made of. There are some North Koreans left in the area who are blocking us off from a cache of very valuable supplies. Remove this, what's the word? Remove Listen, just kill them. Kill the North Koreans and bring the cars back to me, okay? Is that clear enough? Good. We're going to start you off easy. See what you are made of. There are some North Koreans left in the area who are blocking us off from a cache of very valuable supplies. Remove this obstacle, and we will have plenty more work for you. If you want in, Yosef here will give you all the details. He's ex-KGB, so be nice to him. On the other hand, you can say no and walk out that door right now. I can't stop you from being a fool. Hey, if you are too busy, I've got plenty of other people who can do this job for me. Hey there, mercenary. I'm hearing good things about you. Keep it up and we might make you an honorary member. Welcome back, mercenary. We've got more work for you. Just don't screw it up, okay? Hey, mercenary, you're messing with the wrong guy. Do you know the kinds of things I could have done to you? Do you know what kind of nightmare I could turn your life into? Trust me, you don't want to find out. The Chinese are really starting to bug me. My people tell me they're planning on stealing some equipment I've got earmarked for the North Koreans. Let's make sure they don't do that. Do you hear me? Yosef will fill you in on the rest. Let's go, mercenary. I'm not paying you to poke around here all day. Things have been going well for us so far, so I thought I'd offer a little tit for tat. One of my men, he is trying to make a name for himself working for the arms dealer Hongdo Song-yu. My guy, he thinks I am blind to his double dealing. But Yosef here sees all. If you rough up this snake, before you kill him, of course, he may tell you where Hongdo is. And since Hongdo is your jack of clubs, well, naturally, I thought of you for this contract. Like I said, tit for tat. See Yosef if you're interested. Come on, if you wait too long, the snake is going to get wise and bolt. Hey, look who's back, Yosef, our old friend. I'm starting to like having you around. Back for more contracts, huh? Guess you can't keep a good mercenary down. Well, well, look who's slimed their way back in here, Yosef. You got a lot more nerve than brains, I'll give you that much. The South Koreans are talking tough about cracking down on black market operations. If they think they can take down my business, then they are in for a nasty shock. See Yosef if you would like to provide their wake-up call. What is it with you? Never been in the office of a powerful man before?
Я приказываю, черт побери. Раздавлю любого, кто попрет против меня.
I have placed men inside every faction in North Korea. Now one of them is stupid enough to try to sell me out. So, you will kill them all. One bad apple spoils the bunch, as you say. See Yosef if you're ready to help on this one. Rats will scurry away if you give them too much time. I've got a line on some missiles for a buyer in Sariwan. Only problem is they're on a convoy from Pyongyang to Kaesong, where the South Koreans are waiting to dismantle them. You'll have to hijack them before you sell them. Oh yeah, and the buyer? He's your queen of diamonds. Just make sure you get my money before you take him out. I get the missiles, you get your queen. Good deal, eh? See Yosef if you think you can handle this one. What are you still doing here? The North Koreans are in dire straits these days. One of their generals agreed to trade us some strategic missiles for fuel. But fuel is scarce around here, and I don't feel like parting with any of mine. So I have a mutually beneficial proposition. The general is your queen of diamonds, I offer his location, and you claim those missiles for me, See Yosef if you think you can handle this one. What are you still doing here? Hey, look who it is, Yosef, my favorite mercenary. Our friend here knows how to get things done, eh? Hello again, friend. We got another job for you, if you think you can handle it. You, again. I keep thinking we should just shoot you in the back and dump you in the river. But Yosef says we should trust you. The South Koreans know we're here in Yongbyon. Why else would they be camping out on my doorstep? I need you to get rid of them, and the village they're hiding in. Yosef, give our friend here the details. Hurry! Every minute those bastards come closer to disrupting my operations. The UN has arranged peace talks between the Chinese and the South Koreans. Stability is bad for business. I want you to kill the delegates from one of the factions before they reach the UNHQ. To make sure we really stir things up, I also want you to leave behind a vehicle from one of the other factions. Keep stalling, my friend, and I'll find someone else for this job. It's time for us to scratch each other's backs. Your King of Hearts heads up a garrison in the forest that's coming between me and a very lucrative business opportunity. The garrison's right on top of some rich uranium deposits. My uranium deposits. The king just doesn't know it yet. You let him know for me, all right? Yosef will fill you in on the rest. Wait a little longer, huh? Maybe someone else gets your king. Roger, I see the target.
Им нужен кто-то, кому можно верить.
Huh.
Они не знают тебя настолько хорошо, как знаю я.
Hey, my old friend, how are you? Ready to make some more money together, huh? Back again so soon? Your wallet must be getting light, huh, mercenary? Calling in airstrikes can get expensive, yes? You are really starting to bug me, you know that? If you were not so good at making money for us, believe me, you would not be walking out of here. You are really starting to piss me off, you know that? If you were not so good at making money for us, believe me, you would not be walking out of here. We are negotiating an arms deal with some very nervous friends of ours. They have asked to deal personally with Yosef, but of course, we will not send him alone. This is an easy gig, especially since you will have Yosef to protect you. He can fill you in on the way. Hey, mercenary, come on. Our friends are nervous enough without having to wait for you. Die, mercenary! You traitor! You dog! You think you've won. But you and that bastard Yosef will pay dearly. I have made a deal with the North Koreans. They are destroying Yongbyon right now, and there is nothing you can do. Well, I heard there was a cowboy in town, but you don't look so tough. I'm joking. My name is Sergei Voronov. You've heard of me, yes? No? Just wait. I'm about to bust this place wide open. South Koreans, Chinese, UN, you name it. They're all going to have to come to me if they want anything done around here. That's the way the Russians work. We control. Remember, there's a ton of money to be made in this place. It's chaos, and chaos means cash. For you, for me, but not for anybody else. Thanks for the trucks, by the way. We were getting tired of walking. You stink of Yosef and his dogs! I gave you everything, and you turned your back on me! Traitor! You like it? You want to buy it? I give you good price. Throw in bottle of vodka. That's Mikhail. Watch out, he'll bite your ear off. Yosef hung that. He's never straight. Go ahead, help yourself. Pavel, this one is on me. What are you looking for? My files? My plans? Who are you working for? You looking for a safe? I keep all my money under my mattress. Under my shotgun. Hey, you're pretty good. It's real. It's very expensive. I got it from Diplomat. He was very rash in his behavior toward me. Good taste, though. Go ahead, have a seat. It's real leather. Nice, no? You want it? I sell it to you. Pavel is good bartender. He make you any drink you want.
Не звонит мне обратно. Это меня очень злит. И смотри, как много денег я им зарабатываю. Мы много денег зарабатываем. Правда? Правда?
All right, my best friend, the mercenary. I take care of you, right? I take good care of you, and you help me out. Speaking of which, all right, just who I was waiting for. You want more money? We got more work for you. All right, my best friend, the mercenary. Wait a minute. You're not my best friend. In fact, you cost me some good men. You're lucky Yosef says I can't kill anyone anymore. Otherwise... Anyway, I got a job for you. The South Koreans know we're here in Yongbyon. Why else would they be camping out on my doorstep? I need you to get rid of them. And the village that they're hiding in. Those guys, they haven't learned yet. The South Koreans, the Chinese. They need to realize it's in their best interest to keep my happy. I wonder if I could get a DVD player in here. Yosef! How the hell am I supposed to watch my movies in here without a DVD player? Keep stalling, my friend, and I'll find someone else for this job. I've got a man in Shinyuiju. He takes care of things for me. I bring him diamonds, forged passports, all sorts of things that are small and easy to transport. He takes them, brings me money. We all love money, right? I've got some items for him. You get them, bring them to him. I give you a cut. And, make it quick. He's been waiting for a while already. My man, he might get nervous and bolt. You keep sitting here. We have good jobs, eh? You get to blow things up, kill people, steal things. I get to, make money. Good jobs. 10% of the profits will be yours. But you won't get anything hanging around here.
Подумайте, ураниум очень дорогой металл, да? И они все там имеют. Все то, что мы должны сделать, это забрать. Москва! Йосеф, ты очень много волнуешься. Они 8000 миль отсюда. Какая разница, что они думают?
It's time for us to scratch each other's backs. Your King of Hearts heads up a garrison right on top of some rich uranium deposits. My uranium deposits. The king just doesn't know it yet. You let him know for me, right? Yosef will fill you in on the rest. I wonder who I could sell that uranium to. Who would want it? How the hell do you run a uranium mining facility, huh? I'll worry about that later. No one else thinks this is a good idea. What do they know? They balk at every order I give. But they still fear Yosef. They still do what he tells them to. Wait a little longer, huh? Maybe someone else gets your king.
И они хотели кому-то, кому они доверяли. И кто они могут доверять больше, чем Йосеф, а?
Hey, all friends! You, me, Yosef, all together. All ready to make some money, right? Okay, one more job for my friend the mercenary. Well then, here's the one who kills my men. Makes people think it's not safe to work for me. Well, I have one last job for you. Then we're done. And it's an easy job. We are negotiating an arms deal with some very nervous friends of ours. They have asked to deal personally with Yosef. They didn't want me sending any of my men. Makes them nervous. But I convinced them to allow one escort. You. It is an easy job, and you will have Yosef to protect you. Once this job is over, all my problems will be solved. No more worrying about trusting anyone, and everyone will do what I tell them. Hey, mercenary, come on. Our friends are nervous enough without having to wait for you. Die, fool! Get him! Get him! It's the mercenary! Die, fool! Attack! Get him! We're under attack! Crap! Ugh. We're under attack! Hey, all right. Just what I need. A professional. My name is Sergei Voronov. This is my lieutenant, Yosef. We run the, discreet supply business around here. Everyone here needs stuff. Vehicles, weapons, you name it, and we supply it. Discreetly. That means no one asks any questions, including you. I'll kill anyone who betrays my trusts. You got a problem with that? You got a problem working for a killer, huh? Answer me. Yosef is right. Listen, you're a mercenary. You'll be working for lots of people. I know how it is. But you want some extra cash? You come to Sergei. Speaking of which, I got a job right now you could take. I'm going to test you out. See if you've got what it takes to work for me. Bring me one of Song's troop transports. Should be easy to find, but not so easy to steal, eh? If you want in, Yosef here will give you all the details. On the other hand, you can say no and walk out that door right now. You do what you want to do. This is a good job, you know? Plenty of opportunities for me and for you. You like girls, eh? I can get you some girls. I can get you anything you want. Speaking of which, Yosef! When is that pharmaceutical shipment coming in? You like boys? Men? Girls? I can get you anything you want. Speaking of which, Yosef, when is that pharmaceutical shipment coming in? What are you waiting for? You want to get shot? I'm only kidding. Did you say something? Don't underestimate him. He may act like an idiot, but he's a ruthless killer. Yosef, look who's back. Hey, have you met Yosef? No, of course you haven't. This is how important our operation is, eh? They send me this guy, this old Russian bear. He used to be KGB, so you watch out. Working for us, for me, it means a lot of trust, right? I'll make you rich, mercenary. But I have to trust you. You don't behave, I'll have Yosef kill you. He'd do it too. Yosef's ex-KGB, did I mention that? Right, of course I did. So what that means is, we hear things. We know where people are. People like General Song. You want him? You keep working for me. We'll lead you right to him. Speaking of which, I got the contract for you already. The North Koreans, they love American money. Hey, who doesn't, huh? They love it so much, they print it themselves. Counterfeiting, hey, it's right up my alley. So you're going to steal me their equipment. Should be no problem. Easy job. It'll be a lot easier once you take out the Chinese guys who are after the same thing. Did I mention them? I'm sure I did. I tell you, smuggling, theft, racketeering, now some counterfeiting. That's respectable business right there. People respect you, you got that kind of power. Respect is important. People don't respect you, you got nothing. Right, Yosef? Yosef, huh? You talking to me? You talking to me? Oh, that wasn't you. Never mind.
Но все хорошо. Это действие уже успешно. Да, мы пришлем тебе скоро. Но не очень скоро, ты понимаешь? Тяжело, внутрь, вверх. Что? Йосеф? Да, он здесь. Одну секунду.
Look who it is! My own personal army! Hey, I got a job for you. Welcome back! Hey, as you can see, things are going well here. we got another job for you, if you want the extra cash. Oh, look who it is! It's that slime who got all my men killed. Do you know I could have you chopped up into bite-sized pieces? Yosef here would personally eat you with steak sauce and vodka. Wouldn't you, Yosef? Well, he would, if I ordered him to. In the meantime, I have one more job for you. Hey, I told you we'd help you out, right? Yosef says he knows where Damn it! Right! That guy! We know where he is. He's yours, free of charge. This is how I treat my friends, eh? Also, he's got a nice missile truck. If you bring some of my boys with you, they'll bring it back for me. This would be a favor for me. You understand. Yosef, he knows things. Finds things out, like this Jack guy. Where would I be without Yosef? Hey, Yosef! That reminds me. Go bring me those rats who tried to double-cross me. I feel like shooting someone. You know this guy, this Jack of clubs. He's not going to sit around forever. I hate to see people waste my favors. Sergei leaves things out, forgets things. I'll explain.
Да и должен иметь зверь какой-то. Что этот Марлон Брандо имел в тот муви, когда он сыграл Godfather? Как оно называлось? Да, это оно! The Godfather. Он имел собаку или рыбу. Может быть, обезьяну. Дайте мне обезьяну!
Okay, now we can get something done, eh? And no one will know it was us. Except you and me. Right, mercenary? Who the hell are you? Right, of course. Hey, mercenary, I have another job for you. Hey, look who it is, the mercenary. Does some work for us, gets some of our men killed. You keep that up, I feed you to the sharks. Yosef, do we have sharks? Damn it! Okay, never mind. I have a job for you. The South Koreans are talking about getting tough on crime. I want their attention elsewhere. I have word that they're assaulting an NK garrison. I want them to lose. Badly. I don't know who this Buford guy is, but he better learn it's in his best interests to deal with me. They all think they can ignore me. Well, they'll learn. Did I already tell you about the South Koreans? And the killing part? Okay, good. Someone, the Chinese, the South Koreans, have spies in my ranks. I'm not sure who it is, but I have some men I suspect. Kill them all, just to be sure. These guys they send me, idiots, all of them. No one I can trust around here except you and Yosef. But hey, what am I worried about? We're making money hand over thing. Who are you? What are you doing? Oh, right, the mercenary. Get the hell out of here. There's this reporter. He wants to know things about my operation. He keeps telling me he knows where the Queen of Diamonds is. He'll tell me if I give him an exclusive. Hey, what do I care about these queens and kings, eh? You tell him I sent you. He'll tell you where the Queen of Diamonds is. Then, make sure he never bothers me again. You know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat. And by cat, I mean journalist. And by curiosity, I mean you.
This is Raj. We've already drawn too much attention to ourselves. The Chinese wiped us out in Haiju. I know somebody betrayed us, but why would they ask for me? He is braver than I thought. But just as stupid. I'd consider that. I have to know how far Sergei will go. I guess we do. Get me back to our HQ in one piece and I'll give you $1 million. Then I'll deal with Sergei. Hey there. Say hello to the new sheriff in town. Thanks to you. Hey, if you're looking for more work, you should know we're running a tighter ship since the last time you were here. Looking for more work, huh? You're lucky I owe you one, mercenary. My old friend Sergei has gone into hiding, and I want to keep him running like the rat he is. There are still several men in the area loyal to him, and it's likely he'll turn to them for help. Find them and eliminate them, and you will make yourself a very powerful new friend. Misha here is my new lieutenant. He will give you all further information you need. Better get moving. These rats have enough of a head start as it is. The rat has finally come out of the sewers. He's meeting with Colonel Conley at the Jomyon train station, probably to arrange his escape. I'm tired of toying with Sergei. The game is ending. Now, and in case you have forgotten, this Conley is your Jack of Spades. Misha will give you all the details you need. Dawdling here will allow Sergei to slip away again.
Die, all of you!
You want some of this? I'll kill you all. Move! Stop it! Don't shoot! I'm on your side, idiot! Are you crazy? Watch your fire! Be careful! I'm ready to go. Let's go. Are you crazy? Did Sergei pay you off? Where are you going? Come back here. Crap. Nice. That was foolish, mercenary. We're under attack. Enemy. You can't hide. Wait here. I will take care of things inside. We'll take my car. They're expecting my car. Fine. We'll take your car. This vehicle will work. You're a terrible driver. I'm counting on it. When Sergei makes his move, we will counter it and crush him. There is a Russian proverb. The bear who sees the trap cannot be caught. Misha, it's time. Relax. I don't think we'll have to put up with him for much longer. Mine shocks, Jory. Most quiet and dobret. The chairman is so malo interesovat salmanoja lična. I'll wait here. I've got your back. Traitors! Dogs! I'll kill all of you! Kill them all! I want them wiped out! Nice work. That will show them. Wait for me. Don't say anything. We'll talk once we're outside. Come back here. I'm running this operation now. Sergei ran everything into the ground, so I have to depend on you for this contract. You've been a valuable asset. Now that I'm in charge, I'll make good use of you. Starting with this, I'm running this operation now. Sergei ran everything into the ground, so I have to depend on you for this contract, whether I like it or not. And you kill so many of our men. I don't like it. Anyway, Sergei has gone into hiding. He's scared and desperate, and though you and I know he's an idiot, there are still several men in the area who would help him. Find them and eliminate them, and I will pay you well. Misha here is my new lieutenant. He will give you all the information you need. Sergei is too dumb and scared to be much of a threat. But his friends? That's another story. Some of them aren't stupid either. They think maybe they can exploit his dilemma. You think you can hang around here like you did with Sergei? Sergei's run out of places to hide. He is meeting with Colonel Conley at one of our outposts, probably to arrange his escape. Make sure he doesn't. And in case you have forgotten, this Conley is your Jack of Spades. Misha will give you all the details you need. It is a pity we couldn't work together like this before. This is how it should have been. Now, we exploit the reconstruction. No work for a mercenary, I'm afraid. But there will be other opportunities. We'll work together again. I guarantee it. Don't underestimate him. He may act like an idiot, but he's a ruthless killer. Да? Да. Я больше так. Hang those on you. Sergei leaves things out, forgets things. I'll explain. The Godfather. No, I know Sergei said by whatever means necessary. But I know you are more intelligent and will not expose us to needless risk. I have some refinements to add to Sergei's offer. Watch for an email from me. You're doing well so far. Sergei might not know how valuable you are, but I do.
或者唔係，不過而家我仲未有隊伍嚟完成呢個任務。
Let me first make one thing clear. I disapprove of private military agents, but my options are few, and there is work to be done. Let me first make one thing clear. I disapprove of private military agents, especially those who show no respect for our soldiers. But my options are few, and there is work to be done. The North Koreans set up a communication center to the north that allows them to spy on us. Get rid of this irritation for me, and we may have more work for you in the future. This is my associate, Captain Liu. If this contract interests you, speak to him. He will give you all the details. The door is there. If you are not interested, please depart. Do not test me. Patience and time are two resources I will not waste on you.
我哋嘅目標係黑手黨，即使佢知道我哋同呢件事有關，佢哋又點可以威脅到我哋？
Greetings. Your good work for us is commendable. So far, your previous work for us has earned you another job. In case you are interested. You again. I should not even speak with you. but my resources are spread thin, and I have nowhere else to turn. The Russian mafia has moved into the port city of 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚘. Holding that port is of paramount importance to us and our long-term goals in that region. Captain Liu can confirm the job and give you the rest of the details. If you think the mafia is waiting for you to make up your mind, you are very mistaken.
唔見得啊！我相信佢會根據佢嘅本能嚟行動。佢刺探北韓人嘅情報，為我哋服務，佢會成功嘅。唔見得啊！我相信佢會根據佢嘅本能嚟行動。佢刺探北韓人嘅情報，為我哋服務，佢會成功嘅。
Our efforts to occupy Nampo need reinforcements quickly. Provide the necessary help, and you should have the opportunity to confront Sun Han, your queen of clubs, yes. He runs North Korean operations at the port. Captain Liu can explain the rest. I thought the chance to capture your first queen would have prompted a quicker response.
我明白你嘅顧慮，但係你一定要再一次相信我。老實講啊，根據最近嘅情勢嚟睇，我覺得呢個僱傭兵比我哋一切嘅軍官仲可靠。
Greetings again. I must admit, I am beginning to appreciate your value. Welcome back. I assume your presence here means you are looking for more work. Mercenary. It pains me to use someone like you for such important work. Believe me, if I had any other option available to me, a distinguished leader has come from the homeland to observe our progress. Make sure he gets safely from Nampo to 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚘, and you will be rewarded handsomely for your effort. If you are so inclined, please speak with Captain Liu. Our guest cannot wait forever. Good. It would be very inconvenient if the South Koreans were able to trace any involvement back to China. The South Koreans are advancing into the country at an alarming rate. We must prevent them from occupying Propaganda Village, a location of great strategic significance to us. If you wish to accept this contract, Captain Liu will give you all the details. With every passing minute, the South Koreans' forces grow stronger. The North Koreans have an artillery base near Kaesong, inflicting much damage on our forces at Nampo. I want you to infiltrate the base and stop the bombing, and remove Colonel Wang Jaegao while you are there. He is your king of diamonds, I believe. Talk to Captain Liu if you wish to help with this operation. The opportunity to capture a high-value target seems not to have motivated you as much as I would have thought.
僱傭兵返嚟啦。
Welcome. It is good you have kept yourself in one piece. Welcome. You are back. I presume for another contract? I did not expect to see you again after your recent transgressions. You are fortunate, I believe, in second chances. NK units captured one of our officers and are holding him in an outpost to the north. It would be most unfortunate if his captors use unscrupulous methods to coerce highly classified information from him. We would like our friend back here in Dandong as soon as possible. Please speak with Captain Liu if you will help us out. You must leave now. They may be torturing our officer at this very moment. The South Koreans have occupied the city on our border for long enough. Tomorrow, Chinese forces will assault 𝚤𝚎𝚗𝚎𝚗𝚘 and eliminate their forces. Before we can begin these operations, it is crucial we cripple the South Koreans. I am confident we can do this by destroying their base of operations. This will be your objective. If you are interested, speak with Liu immediately.
80型號就得啦，俾一個僱傭兵用。 已經好唔錯㗎啦。
One of my armored battalions have engaged 2 companies of North Korean armor infantry in 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚘. If you help them, I will provide you with the location of Dr. Han, the director of President Song's nuclear weapons program. He is also the Jack of Hearts. Talk to Liu if this business appeals to you. Go now. You are wasting my time and yours. A mercenary. Violence for profit. Ironic. The 2 hallmarks of Western ideology together in one package. My country intends to secure this region for our own protection. If that means conflict with the UN or the South Koreans, so be it. It will not be the first time we have been forced to act. The threat of General Song and his nuclear capabilities is too important to be addressed through diplomacy. I am Colonel Zhao Peng of the People's Army. Remember, General Song is an enemy of us all. We are prepared to assist in his capture. And if money is what you want, we are prepared to reward your strict loyalty.
唔使擔心，聯合國冇我哋出咁多錢。
Welcome back. You have proven yourself a most valuable asset to our cause. Welcome. We still have need for your services, should you still have the desire to provide them. It causes me considerable distress, but sadly, we still have the need for someone of your particular attributes. We now have reliable intelligence that the South Korean dogs are preparing an attack on Chinese soil. We need help clearing out the forces that have already infiltrated 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚊𝚌𝚎𝚘. We will provide artillery support if you have evidence of North Korean operations in the area. We must defend ourselves after all. Captain Liu can tell you the rest. Why are you still here? The South Koreans grow stronger with every passing moment. The South Korean rebels have established a base at the Cheongju airstrip. They must be wiped out, along with their freighter docked nearby. The airstrip will be ours. Liu will provide you with further details. This is an opportunity to break the South Koreans' back, but we must act swiftly. A mass of NK troops commanded by Colonel Zhang are preventing our forces from moving into the country as freely as we would like. Zhang is elusive, but we have it on good authority that a spiritual leader in the mountains north of the NK garrison knows his whereabouts. Since Zhang is the so-called Queen of Spades, I thought perhaps you would be willing to help remove him for us. See Lu, if this contract is desirable. Why must you continue to waste my time like this? That is the scale model of the area. We use it to run military simulations of the pending conflict. I see you have studied Wing Chun. I myself have fallen out of practice. My wife sent me that, in the hope I would take it up again. It says, People's Liberation Army. That lantern belongs to the people of China. If you break it, I will deduct the costs from your contract. Do not bother. We are not wired for your interweb. I regret that there are no Western video games for you to amuse yourself with. Yes, the mercenary. The one piece in this game that moves where I want and strikes as I need. Welcome. You are back. I presume for another mission. Though my aides tell me I should have you killed for your careless actions against my men, it seems I must depend on you one last time. South Korean forces communicate in a CIA code which we cannot decipher. You will steal this code and bring it to me. Then they will not be able to act without my knowing it in advance. It saddens me to know so many lives will be wasted in this endeavor. It cannot be avoided. The South Koreans are very brave, but they must know they cannot stand against the People's Republic. You do not have the luxury of lingering here. Go now.
咁我就要殺死佢，因為我絕對唔允許有人背叛我嘅信任嘅。咁我一定要殺死佢，因為我絕對唔允許有人背叛我嘅信任。
Thanks for the codes you have retrieved for us, we know the South Koreans' ambitions in this area. They mean to take and hold the city of 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚎𝚗. They have established an advanced base. You would destroy this base. The People's Army will move in behind you and take the city. I long to see the look on Buford's face when he realizes I have broken his codes. Of course, once he realizes, he will change them. But this one operation will be enough. Why are you still here? One of my armor battalions has engaged 2 companies of North Korean tanks in 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚘. The battle cannot last long for either side. The 𝚖𝚎𝚗 reactor is in disrepair, and the whole area is bathed in radioactivity. If you will help them, I will provide you with the location of Dr. Han, who is the director of President Song's nuclear weapons program. He's also your Jack of Hearts. Talk to Lu if this business appeals to you. You will not survive long in the radioactivity without armored protection. My men have been there dangerously long as it is. Go now. Every minute brings them all closer to death. Welcome to the end game, my friend. I have another contract for you. One of the last, I imagine. Too many of my men have died because of you. But we are close to the end, and I find I must rely on you if I'm to finish this. War between the People's Republic and South Korea may be unavoidable. The South Koreans move their troops toward Dandong even as we speak. Once my reinforcements arrive, of course, the South Koreans will be forced to retreat. But until then, I must protect my artillery. Should the South Koreans take the artillery before my reinforcements arrive, well, we shall not let this happen, shall we? The South Koreans move and strike with a high degree of tactical organization. It is because of Buford. It is fate that we should be matched against each other, he and I. One's worth in battle is measured by one's opponents. Why are you still here? The South Koreans grow stronger with every passing minute. Thanks to your activities, we repulsed the South Korean offensive here in Dandong. We must now push our advantage, and you are the vanguard of that advantage. Cripple the South Korean supply lines at the port of Cheongju. We will pay you well and supply you well. We will all get what we want. This will end our conflict with South Korea. They fought bravely, but it was foolish for them to stand against us. Foolish to stand against us. And you. This is no time for self-congratulations. You must act quickly. Our control over this province is almost complete. The North Koreans are learning that life as members of the People's Republic means food, safety, and security. Some remnants of Song's army still resist. A former member of his force is willing to give us the location of Colonel Jiang, whom the Allies call the Queen of Spades. Capture Jiang, and you will be well paid. And the people of North Korea will feel more secure. I did not imagine so much of what I have accomplished here would be due to the efforts of one mercenary. Though it pains me to say it, I am in your debt. Slowly, the North Koreans come to understand that life for them as a province of China will be far better than any of the alternatives. Luck in battle, mercenary. You will find Song. Of this I am sure. A mercenary. Violence for profit. The two hallmarks of Western ideology together in one package. My name is Colonel Zhao Peng of the People's Army. I will tell you now that I disapprove of using private contractors, but the People's Army is large and slow to rouse. If I am to secure this province for China, I must employ your services or risk losing the initiative. Working for the People's Republic involves many dangerous and unpleasant duties. Dealing with me, chief among them. Reward my trust with loyalty, and you'll have access to our considerable support. China is a vast and powerful nation. Acting as our ally means you will be unstoppable. If you are willing to help, I have a job for you. The North Koreans set up a communication to the North that allows them to spy on us. Get rid of this irritation for me, and we may have more work for you in the future. This is my associate, Captain Liu. If this contract interests you, speak to him. He will give you all the details. The door is right there. If you are not interested, please depart. Before we can properly administer this province, we must first get rid of the remnants of General Song's army. Song is an experienced commander, but his army is insignificant compared to mine. Do not test me. Patience and time are two resources I will not waste on you.
唔好理嗰啲俄國人，無論如何 ，Agent Buford 而家喺度幫緊啲南韓人。我曾經與佢打過交道，我哋要秘密監視佢。
Greetings. Your good work for us is commendable. So far. Yes, the mercenary. I have more work for you. Prepare yourself. You, again. I should issue the order to have you shot on sight, but my resources are spread thin, and I have nowhere else to turn. The Russian mafia moved into the port city of Haeju. Holding that port is of paramount importance to us and our long-term goals in the region. We have identified several high-ranking members of their organization. Eliminate them, and the Russian scavengers will be forced to retreat. These Russian rabble filter into all such war zones looking for profit among the dead and dying. More than presenting an obstacle to our progress, I find them very distasteful. These three officers will present no problems, I assure you. The longer you wait and waste my time here, the less useful your services are to me.
當然，我哋會否認一切。盟友們呢，佢哋大家都相信㗎啦。中國係唔用私人承包商嘅。呢個係個個人都知㗎啦。
The port city of Nampo is held by Song's troops, and I have not the armored support necessary to take it. Should I take the port, our ships can offload 2 armored battalions. The tanks I need to take the city can only be brought in through the city. Stalemate. You can break the stalemate for me. Eliminate Song's men and reinforce the area with my troops, and we will pay you well. You will also doubtless unearth the location of Sun Han, the Queen of Clubs, as the Allies call him. He runs shipping for Division 39 out of Nampo. Division 39 was little more than a collection of thugs, exploiting their position in the government for profit. Han will pose no threat to you. President Kim had them all dismissed from their positions when he discovered their operation. Of this I approve. Why do you delay? Excellent. You are prompt and discreet. Of this I approve. I have another contract for you. I have been waiting for you. There is another matter requiring your services. Yes, the mercenary. The one who takes the people's money and kills their soldiers. Song's men ambushed the convoy of our troops traveling to 𝚖𝚎𝚗𝚘. One of my officers is still alive, though he is surrounded by Song's men. He is waiting for reinforcements and an escort to 𝚖𝚎𝚗. I cannot spare the troops. I cannot spare that officer either. It is up to you to rescue him and get him safely to 𝚖𝚎𝚗. Unfortunately, the People's Army moves slowly. I cannot afford to lose even one piece in this game. And this officer is worth many lesser pawns. Also, you will have the opportunity to kill many of Song's men. I know this pleases you. I must confess, it pleases me as well. Our guest cannot wait forever.
係，部長，我保證佢對我哋嘅發展影響係好細。唔係，長官，南韓人呢係美國嘅 Agent Mitchell Buford 帶嚟嘅，的確係咁樣。係，長官，我可以向你保證，佢哋永遠得唔到呢個城市。
The South Koreans are moving their troops through the propaganda village and reinforcing their positions beyond. I have stationed troops in the foe village to ambush them. You will go there and aid them. You will, of course, be paid well for your efforts. I predicted this would happen. The South Koreans could not ignore the chance to reunify their broken country, but I did not plan on Special Agent Buford taking such an active role. His mind is subtle, and he manages his pieces with insight and precision. If you delay, they will take the village, and I will be forced into open war. This you must prevent.
我可以將會，因為我一定要。我將帶領我嘅軍隊同宋將軍作戰。我嘅軍隊亦都要同 Agent Buford 代理嘅軍隊作戰。等一切結束嗰陣時，淨係只有我可以生存。
Song's troops control an artillery base near Kaesong. Traditionally, its guns were aimed south, but now that our presence in the area is secure, he aims his guns at us. Take out the artillery and their commander, Colonel Won Jae-gal. The Allies designate him the King of Diamonds. Colonel Jae-gal is a dangerous man, one of Song's best. Tread lightly. Do not underestimate him. A coincidence that Colonel Jae-gal suddenly turns his guns on my men. A coincidence. Orchestrated by Agent Buford, no doubt. Jae-gal's guns kill indiscriminately, soldiers and civilians. Men and women die while you stand here idle.
This is your fault, mercenary. Yours and yours alone. It didn't have to come to this. Do you think I want to launch a nuclear missile? Of course not. But you leave me no choice. Because of you, I have no army. I have no country. I have only these missiles. And the will to use them. How else can I get the world to listen?
종! 적군! 용병아 죽여라! 죽어! 죽여! 죽여! 켜 비켜!
자군님, 제하고 코너로 박하고 우리 약속하셨음을 겪었습니다. 타당성 없는 제국주 우자들의 공격에도 불구하고 말입니다. 저의 약한 아버지는 코드를 감추고 싶다고. 잘못했어.
그만 가! 다 비켜! 용병! 혼잘 찬 용병아. 대단한데 지금 가! 거길 밟아! 야! 너! 가! 밖으로 나가! 움직여! 헬리콥터를 막아! 헬기가 온다! 적군의 행길이야! 용병이 머리를 가져와! 용병을 죽여! 용병을 공격해 지금! 불가능해! 용병이 나쁜 놈! 용병을 다 죽이기가 없어! 맨날 걸걸 찰 일 없어! 사람이 다쳤어! 온다! 가파를 쳐! 앉아! 용병 어디 갔었어? 용병을 찾아내! 용병을 찾아! 어디 간지 잘 봐! 가! 움직여! 밖으로 나가! 준비가 된 것 같아. 내가 먼저 할게. 이만큼 준비 됐는지 없었어. 어떻게? 내가 이거 절대로 말까지 안 지가지. 어떻게? 탱크를 막아. 탱크가 온다. 적군의 탱크. 덩제 뒤로 가. 폭탄이라. 거길 들어. 바로 앉아. RPG 미사일 온다. 넌 공기로 밖으로 있어. 비통에 맞았어. 날 막아.